All right, everyone. I've been a bad model builder. One, I built this guy instead of Enterprise. It is the entry grade Gundam RX 78-2. It's a $9 model, and for $9, it is surprisingly good. I mean, this no stickers on this. All these colors you see on here are due to parts, no stickers. Okay? All this mobility and posability for a $9 model is kind of crazy. Is the detail good? No. Is it accurate? No. Is it $9? Yes. You want to learn weathering? Pay $9, build this, then you got lots of different shapes to work on, and you're not wasting a $100 model with a mistake. Want to learn scribing? $9. Scribe away. Play with it. Have fun. It's a great test bed for things. This guy's going to get abused in a little bit with some weathering because, well, that's his purpose in life, is to be weathered. And look like he's been beaten up. And he also might end up as part of a diorama blown to hell because he is the same scale, and I don't see him down here, is Charzaku, which, yeah, I can have him all beat to crap because he's $9 and half buried in the ground, and no one's going to know which model kit that is, and I don't need to spend a $40 model kit to beat it up. So lots of uses for this, and again, for $9, great. I'd buy that again for $9 and half a heartbeat, and I probably will, and just start playing around with them and have death. Now, I haven't done 2 of these packs, okay? And it's been a couple of months since I've even looked at that. In fact, the next shipment is here, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about that next shipment because we had some issues with this shipment. It's still in the box right here. We had some issues. One of the issues is that they did not send me everything correctly. I went 2 months without a shipment, and I went and contacted them. Customer service is good. I had 0 problems with customer service. And you're going to see what happened in a second. So let me get this up. My address is there. So I don't really want to show my address. It'll probably be here when I open this. Okay. Nice packing. And, ooh, I start getting the Cobra neck parts now. So I get a good idea of the size of the Cobra neck. Yay, that's fun. I don't know what part that is, but yes, I'm getting Cobra neck parts in here. And more saucer parts, more saucer parts. Now, what they did is they sent me, and that says 16 on it. That says 17. They sent me a lot of wrong things. That says 18. And that says 15. 15, 16, 17, and 18 is what I was sent. This is 9. Okay, so what am I missing? And this one's probably 8. What am I missing? A lot of parts. I'm going to have to contact them again and say, what's going on here? Because I'm missing a lot. So I've got 6. This is stage 6. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I've got 15 through something. So we're definitely going to have to call them and have them send me the stuff to get me caught up with that correctly. So they've sent me the wrong things. And if I go looking at the directions in here, I didn't pull the directions out of that box at the bottom of the box. Let's see what they have sent me. It's 5. And which one is this? 2. So I'm missing 3 and 4. They did not send me 3 and 4. I know if I call them, they'll be happy to send me 3 and 4 and charge me 3 and 4 and get me all caught up. So I'm going to contact them tomorrow and let them know that we have a disconnect here. Okay? So I'm not really going to review all those parts until I get the right order. So I'm going to sit down and work on these. I'll come back and talk about them. We have the dreaded windows coming up here. A lot of them that I really am not in a mood to deal with. And that's kind of why I stalled out. Life has been difficult and a mess for me as of late, and I think a lot of you know this. So, yeah. I haven't been progressing very well with this, and today I decided I'm going to come up here and just burn some time working. So what I think I'm going to do is what some of the other YouTubers do on this. I'm not going to talk my way through this. What I am going to do is go ahead and do it and then show you the end results and talk about what happened between here and there. A couple of other things I want to talk about before I get into this is that I've had some feedback from some people. And they were telling me, and I've got to get this room really organized for this thing, because from what I see from others, you're going to have a lot of parts coming your way. They're telling me to paint this copper. Okay? Some commenters will even paint this copper. I'm going to have to take a look, but I'm pretty sure the original one was copper. You just lightly mist it with some copper. The light will still come through. Now, if you watch some of the other videos, I painted some of these light panels like these that were black, silver, to get the light to move around inside them. And people are telling me to paint the inside of this silver as well, which I'm going to wait until I have both nacelles to do both of that with. I'm just going to set this aside until that point in time. I want them to be consistent, so painting them consistently would be a good idea. Okay? So I'm going to wrap this back up and put it back away until I get the other nacelle. Who knows when that's going to be. Okay? I don't know their shipping schedule, but watching some of the YouTubers, it's not quick. And talking about lighting, you should have seen the video already where I talked about how the lighting works on the bridge, which is way across the room. So let me walk over there and get it. Not very far. Oh, well, that's just plastic. Part of it fell. See, I need to get an organization shelf cabinet for this thing so it's not getting dirty or beaten up or anything, because I don't want it getting scratched. Okay, now with my test lighting kit, I tested the windows up here, the lighting up here, and you can see it was kind of faint in a few spots. And if you add another LED, you can brighten it up a lot. I don't know if I'm going to do that, because as I go through the saucer session, I am liable to find that almost every single one of these panels, the light is not consistent across them. And let's stop and think for a minute. Do I want the light to be consistent across the panels? Or do I want a few of these right in here to look dimmer than a few of these over here? So that is a question I have to try to figure out. All right, and here's where I painted this over paint for memory's sake. And this thing's a little flimsy right now, but it's not fully assembled. It will be bolting down to a frame in a little while and will assemble better. Okay? So anyhow, I'm going to set this back aside. I'm going to wrap it back up in my cloths so it doesn't get scratched or beaten up. And I'm going to work on this, and I'll come back when I'm done working on it and post something so everyone can see, so we know what I've run into, what I haven't, what I've run into trouble with, what I haven't run into trouble with, so we can talk about it. I am going to order the Lifeboat decals. There are some rub-ons that someone pointed me to. They're really expensive, but I've seen the video where they've been put on and they do make a difference. I'm just going to have to wait a little bit to order them. My state where I live has not really cared about COVID for the last 3 or 4 months, and almost everything's open, and we're treating COVID like it doesn't exist. So my business is rebounding and starting to do well, and that's a good thing. That gives me money to go ahead and buy the Lifeboat decals. But I got to wait a couple of weeks because I'm still trying to get my bills caught up. All right, everyone. I'll come back in a little bit. Unfortunately, these are liable to be separate updates, although my video editing software is behaving itself now. And I might be able to just tag them all together into one video. I don't want to put up a 40-minute video on this, so keep that in mind as well. So let me stop recording.